Hello lads, welcome back to the Jam Lads. My name's Josh, and today we're going through another episode of Darling in the Franxx. You should be used to it, you should know the drill by now, because this releases every Tuesday on the channel, and woo! Sheesh! That's gonna be so dated by the time this video comes out, but yeah! Darling in the Franxx it's ramping up. We are on episode, I think this is episode 18 today, and well, Mitsuru and Kokoro, they might be having a baby, unless they do a time skip. We will never see the baby. But now, they did the bed dance. Hiro is sprouting horns. They're tiny little bumps right now, but horns nonetheless. Nobody else knows about it other than 02. The 9. God, I hate them. Or at least M9. I think that's his name. The blonde guy's like, oh, you guys. He thinks he's so much better than everyone else. But if he is M9, that means he's like number 9. Like he's ranked 9. He is barely in the club, and he thinks he's better than everyone else. But yeah, he told, or I think they implied that he told like the upper council Papa about the baby book. Because he's like, oh, Papa, I've got something to tell you. It's like, I already cracked my knuckles for Attack on Titan. I was like, I just want to beat this kid. Like, this guy. It's him and Flock. Those are the kids. Those are the characters in anime that are like painful deaths. But yeah, what else what are we going to see for our crew? What is Squad 13 going to go through? Is Papa going to send, like, what is Papa going to do? Like, Squad 13 is pretty reliable, so he's going to send, like, or is he going to, like, try and capture them and, like, brainwash them into going, no, children bad? Is Squad 13 going to try and, like, be their own thing, or are they going to, like, run away? They're going to break away from Papa? I went very much into this in my, like, last episode's discussions. I'm trying to wrap it right here. And yeah, then like there's this war going on with a Klaxosaur princess that says that the council, at least the council, I don't know if she's talking about like all of the people that we're following, but she says that you're human wannabes. What does that mean? I don't know. We get a lot of questions for the show, not many answers. So hopefully this episode gives us some answers. I mean, we're 7 episodes away from finishing the series. I would hope that they don't do a dump of information in the final episode. It's best, you know, you lay the seeds down, and then the final episode's like all that information you know. Well, let's play with it now. So if you got, I'm just gonna get into the reaction right now. If you lads want to see the reaction, go down to the links below, hit the link that works best for you, come back for the discussion. Because YouTube's copyright system sucks, this is how we have to do it for anime. And this is like the best quality I can give it for you guys. So let's just get into this episode. I'm very curious what is going to happen now. I'm a lot of cards are on the table. So let's see what gets picked up. And let's see how it all plays and unfolds. That was a heavily wholesome episode. I'm going to start off with the stuff that I don't understand, because I'll probably forget that stuff the soonest. So the council Papa, the upper echelon, they're like, I guess not everyone wants surrender for the Klaxosaur, like, because they said like we only wanted to go tell them to surrender, but then they tried to assassinate the Klaxosaur princess. So I guess there's like some kind of, there's different groups within Papa. There's people that want them to surrender. There's probably people that want to annihilate them. And then they said something that made it really interesting and made me realize they made me realize something, they made me realize the design has always been there. They said that they wanted humans and apes to live along side by side, and their masks look a lot like monkey faces, or just like the design, like the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, like those separation, like the separation of it. It looks a lot like monkeys. So could the council be trying to return to monkey? But there's actually, they keep saying about the key. The key is 02 because Klaxosaur, princess, half Klaxosaur. I'm assuming that's what they mean by key. But I'm so confused. I'm so lost when it comes to the council. And then they said they'll finally be able to shed their prison. They said they'll finally be able to shed their like their prison, I think, or AKA human bodies, or their bodies, not human bodies, just bodies. So are they trying to like ascend spiritually? Like, are they trying to become immortal? I don't know. The council has always confused me. Their scenes, I feel like their scenes are going to make a lot more sense on a rewatch. But there's probably, like, if you combine all the council scenes, like, but watching them, like, so sparingly that we get them, it's so confusing. But yeah, probably by the end of the series, you're like, oh, that's what they were talking about. Okay. But man, I did not think we would get a wedding in Darling in the Franxx. Kokoro and Mitsuru. I did not think I'd ever be happy to see Mitsuru be happy. But he's gone through so much, like, development. We've seen so much from him. It's like, I don't know, there's something about seeing that man that's usually so down about life just, like, have a smile on his face. There's just something about it. I knew something was terrible was going to happen. This is definitely the calm before the storm, and they didn't even let them seal the vows. But they got taken away. The 9, 02 did not land a punch on M9. That's the most disappointing thing of the episode. 02 was taking on all 8 of them pretty well. An 8v1. You'd expect that to go down very poorly, but she was in the ring for quite a while for an 8v1. So, you know, she's probably the best of the 9. Just saying, just putting it out there. But I just hate M9 so much, like, still trying to play human. Just punch him in the face. Step on him with a Franxx. But yeah, that man, I'm so glad that Futoshi isn't trying to, like, hold any malice towards Mitsuru. Like, there's a little bit of jealousy, like, way back when Mitsuru started being a partner with Kokoro. He did hit him, I think, but he was expecting him to dodge it. But yeah, there's a little bit of jealousy then, but I'm glad that he's going, like, you know, I want to be the one that's closest to Mitsuru, like, let me be the one that gives him away. Man, they got their memories erased. Are they gonna remember? Like, Kokoro seems to be remembering something with she looked at the ring, the Sakura tree. So she seems to be, like, remembering some stuff. Is it gonna be like True Love's kiss? Mitsuru's gonna kiss her, and they remember it all. Could one of them die and the other, like, when they die, they remember it? Because we saw Nana's flashback. Her partner was killed. She was an emotional wreck. Probably erased the emotions from her. And the guy, the bald guy, man had a full head of hair back in the day. But yeah, he keeps saying, like, if I had emotions, how would you have warned the kids? So he is getting some semblance of emotions. Like, he seems to want to have he seemed to have wanted to have said something, but, like, you know, he wasn't able to communicate what he wanted to do or to say. So, like, maybe he'll come into clutch. Like, maybe he'll, like, you know what, kids, this is how, like, either you unbrainwash them or here, take your Franxxes, I'll hold them back. But maybe he'll come in clutch. I feel like we're gonna get, like, something with his character, especially, like, with the looks that he was giving, like when Kokoro and Mitsuru were taking and when they were given back. But man, I feel so bad for everyone on the team. Well, okay, so, like, we opened up with this episode, like, Mitsuru was in his underwear. So, like, I thought that they did do the thing last episode, but maybe they didn't. But maybe she'll remember if she starts getting pregnant. Like, how did this happen? But maybe the brainwashing stuff does something to the baby. I don't know. But yeah, so Ikino and Ichigo, that came out of nowhere. I always say like Ikino was like the one that we got the least amount of. But man, it came out of nowhere, but it kind of makes sense with like her having the least compatibility with Mitsuru. Her asking to try to do the girl-on-girl pilot. So it's sweet. Like I love that Ichigo recognized that she was going through the exact same thing that she was with Hiro. Like, you know, unrequited. Like, I love that she was able to recognize and she was able to let her down easy, but like still be there for her. It's just such a great job with making relationships between these characters without making it dramatized. Because there's some easy drama to go with, but they just don't choose to go that way. It's very refreshing. Parasite Camp, we saw a little bit of it, but we didn't really see a lot. Just kind of just a big bunker where all the Parasite squads are. The fevers are the big thing. Or, okay, next to Zero Two's Nightmares. But the fevers, they keep saying, like, oh, Miku came down with a fever. Or, like, oh, you have a fever again? And it's like, what's going on? Is it because they're special? Do all the Parasites get fevers? I think they're saying it too much for it not to be a thing. I feel like you keep going, like, remember the fevers. So it's got to come into play, maybe. In Zero Two's Nightmares, she's seeing the dead, or like the people that she, like the lives that she absorbed. I don't really know what she does with the bodies. They say like she takes their energy that kills them in the process. She's like kind of like a vampire, but like she's seeing them, and she saw the gigantic hand that we still have no explanation for. No one's asking what the hand is. Like nobody. But yeah, we saw the giant hand, and like so, the people that she's dreaming, or the people that she killed, they're trying to drag her into this abyss, and the giant hand crushes her. So could it be she's afraid that she becomes more Klaxor than human? I think that's actually always been her fear. Is it like a haunting thing? Is like the Klaxor princess like implementing these nightmares into her? Because she wasn't asleep either. She was awake. She said she must have drifted off. But I think that was more of a cover. Like, oh, yeah, they were just asleep. Don't worry about me. So could the Klaxor princess be, like, implementing this stuff in her? Because we've seen, like, these shots, like, where Zero Two's eyes wide and then we cut to the Klaxor princess scenes. So could that be something, like, she's trying to connect with Zero Two? Does she know that Zero Two is the second key for whatever that means? I don't know. I thought we might be heading into, like, remember predictions. I thought we would be heading into, like, an arc where the kids would, or Squad 13 would try and save Mitsuru and Kokoro from, like, the brainwashing, but we skipped weeks ahead. They're gone. Like, their mind, like, their memories are gone, like Hiro's. But yeah, I thought we were gonna get, like, an arc where the bald guy was gonna go, you know what? They're possibly being held here. Do what you want with that information, and he leaves. And then like they get in their Franxxes, they try and save them. I thought we were going to go to something like that, but I'm interested to see where the story's going to go right now, because you know, with their memories gone, it's either they unlock them or they keep them forgotten. But I think they're going to unlock them, especially Kokoro with the whole like Sakura tree. I'm surprised that they didn't take the wedding rings away though. That's kind of dumb on the adults' parts, but maybe they didn't recognize them as anything special. But yeah, I thought we were going to go into some kind of arc where they were all going to start rebelling. They were going to like save their comrades, live on their own maybe. I don't know where you take the series from there. We're on the final 6 episodes, and I don't know how this is going to wrap up. I don't see how it's wrapping up. But I am very curious to see where these characters are going. If you lads enjoyed this reaction, this discussion, my predictions, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. What do you think of the episode? I thought the wedding was super wholesome. So sad we didn't get to see it. I hope we get to see it completed later on. Like, everything gets calmed down, they do it. I don't know. Maybe they Pirates of the Caribbean it, and during the midst of battle, they get married. But yeah, I'm super interested and super intrigued to see what happens next episode. So I'll be back next week for more, lads. And you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.